Welcome to Daily News Podcast, your snapshot of life in Mangalore and beyond. Today, we've got a lineup of news that connects, informs, and inspires. Ready to catch up? Let's begin.
Mangaluru, April 11th, 2025. The Karnataka Cabinet has approved the Socio-Economic and Educational Survey, also known as the caste census, to be discussed at a special meeting on April 17th. Initiated in 2015 by the Karnataka State Commission for Backward Classes, the comprehensive survey has been a topic of debate. The report, sealed and presented by Minister Shivaraj Tangadagi, contains vital data on various caste and community aspects. The government defended the survey's accuracy, citing scientific methodology, stating it covered 94.17% of the state's population. Leading communities like Lingayats and Vocaligas expressed concerns of underrepresentation in the findings. Despite some ministers skipping the meeting, the cabinet emphasized that decisions were made impartially. Congress, ahead of the 2023 elections, has been advocating for caste census at both state and national levels. With the upcoming meeting on April 17, the report's details are eagerly anticipated as the debate over caste census rages on in Karnataka. In an effort to address the low conviction rates in cases of atrocities against SCSTs, the Karnataka government will be inaugurating 33 police stations dedicated to handling such cases on April 14th, Ambedkar Jayanti. 2 years after the announcement by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to enhance the effectiveness of the Directorate of Civil Rights Enforcement, DCRE, this step aims to empower the DCRE to investigate these cases more efficiently. Social Welfare Minister Dr. H.C. Mahadevappa emphasized the significance of this decision for protecting the rights of Dalits, with Bengaluru receiving 2 stations and 1 allotted to each district. The move follows concerns over counter-complaints filed in nearly 28% of atrocity cases in the last 5 years, prompting the government to take action. While lauded by Dalit leader Indudhara Hanapura, who stressed the need for proper infrastructure and committed personnel, the effectiveness of these new stations remains to be seen in delivering justice to the marginalized communities.
In a recent incident, Upannangadi police have detained a man for an attempted robbery at a private ATM in Kalleri, Karaya village near Upannangadi. The accused, identified as Muhammad Rafiq, allegedly tampered with a cash dispenser belonging to India One within the Thanirupanta Agricultural Cooperative Society premises. It's reported that Rafiq disabled the CCTV camera to avoid detection. Originally from Kajur, Rafiq was caught at his wife's residence in Kupet. The authorities are continuing their investigation into this case.
In a tragic incident near Kolya, Mangaluru, a person identified as Yashodhar, 46, lost his life after falling from a tree while collecting toddy at Kaniru Thoda. Yashodhar, a resident of the locality, was tapping toddy in a plantation close to his home when the accident occurred. Despite being promptly taken to the hospital, his injuries proved fatal. This unfortunate event has deeply saddened the community, as Yashodhar was an experienced toddy tapper who had been engaged in this occupation for many years. This is not the first time he has faced difficulties while working, as he had previously fainted due to low blood pressure.
Ongoing repairs on the old Netravati bridge at Jeppanamogaru in Mangaluru are causing chaos on National Highway 66. Commuters facing daily traffic disruptions as two-way traffic is diverted to the new bridge. This is leading to congestion from Pumpwell to Kalapu and the Thokodu flyover. Heavy traffic during peak hours is causing delays for vehicles and emergency services struggling to navigate through. Light vehicles are being rerouted via the Harakala Pavur Bridge as a temporary solution, but this route is also facing traffic woes. Commuters from Thokotu, Talapadi, and Kerala are advised to start their journeys at least an hour early. The public is calling for authorities to expedite repair work to restore smoother traffic flow.
In a tragic incident near the Maravantha Subramanya Temple on NH66, a bike rider named Dinakar, aged 48 and hailing from Maravantha, lost his life after being hit by an unknown vehicle. Dinakar was on his way to Bindur when the accident occurred. Despite being rushed to the hospital, he tragically succumbed to his injuries on the way. The authorities are investigating the incident to determine the cause of the accident.
In a recent incident on the Matsyagandha Express, a bag of gold jewelry belonging to a Manipal resident named Vijaya Rao was stolen. The 73-year-old had carefully kept his valuables beside him while he slept during the journey from Mumbai. Upon reaching Indrali railway station, he discovered the bag, weighing around 138 grams, was missing. Manipal police have registered a complaint regarding the theft.
In a tragic turn of events in Mangaluru, an autorickshaw driver, Muhammad Sharif, who went missing from Kolnad, was found dead in a well at Kunjaturu, Padavu. The 52-year-old Sharif was suspected to be killed by drug addicts as his body was discovered with blood stains near his abandoned autorickshaw. It is speculated that individuals who had boarded his vehicle may have been involved in his murder. Sharif had gone missing since Wednesday, and his mobile phone was unreachable, prompting his family to file a police report. The police investigations into this harrowing incident are currently underway. Mangaluru witnessed a groundbreaking event as Hygiene Innovation PV Limited hosted Innovation Day 2025 at Sahyadri campus. The event saw dignitaries like T.D. Rajagoda and Dr. Ranjith Krishna Pai advocating for green hydrogen initiatives in India. Karnataka's proactive stance in promoting green hydrogen was highlighted, along with discussions on the National Green Hydrogen Mission. A keynote speech by Deepak Yadav explored the green hydrogen value chain, while a panel discussion delved into investment strategies. Experts presented on key technologies like membrane technologies and electrolyzer components, emphasizing the importance of sustainable hydrogen production. The event underscored the need for collective action in driving India's clean energy transition, marking a significant step towards establishing India as a global leader in clean hydrogen innovation and sustainability.
In the coastal districts of Mangaluru and Udupi, the weather forecast predicts light rain or thunderstorms accompanied by gusty winds in the upcoming days. Recent heavy rains and strong winds have caused damage to houses and horticulture crops in various areas. Karkala Taluk in Udupi district suffered the most, with several instances of damage reported in villages like Hirgna, Ranjala, Nalar, and Sanur. The total losses are estimated to be around 10 lakh. In Dakshina Kannada district, a house in Kalleri village had its roof sheets blown away, resulting in damages worth 20,000. The India Meteorological Department has issued warnings for the next 2 days, mentioning the possibility of light rain or thunderstorms with gusty winds up to 30 to 40 kilometers per hour in coastal districts. Residents are advised to stay cautious and stay updated on the weather forecast for the coming days. In a fiery speech at the Janakrosha Yatra in Udupi, BJP Karnataka State President B.Y. Vijayendra accused the Congress government of neglecting coastal Karnataka for the past 2 years. He highlighted that the previous BJP government, led by B.S. Yediyurappa, had allocated 19,500 crore for development in Udupi district, while no funds were released by the Siddaramaiah government. Mr. Vijayendra questioned if the current CM knew the whereabouts of Udupi in Karnataka. He criticized the government for not providing funds for the renovation of Hosa Maragudi in Kapu, despite repeated requests, and slammed Siddaramaiah for allegedly focusing more on Bangalore than the entire state. The BJP president emphasized that under BJP rule, Karnataka had seen significant development, unlike the current administration. With strong statements against the government's treatment of Dalits, OBCs, and price hikes, Mr. Vijayendra expressed confidence in the BJP returning to power in the upcoming elections. Other party leaders and MLAs also condemned the Congress for its treatment of Dalits and lack of real progress for marginalized communities.
In a recent development, the Supreme Court has raised concerns over the Enforcement Directorate's ED plea to transfer the Nagrik Apurdi Nigam scam case from Chhattisgarh to New Delhi. The bench of Justices Abhay S. Oka and Ujjal Bhuyan questioned the agency's use of Article 32 of the Constitution, which is meant for individuals seeking redressal for violations of fundamental rights. Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju, representing the ED, sought to withdraw the plea after the court's remarks, acknowledging that the agency also has fundamental rights. The ED had earlier accused former IAS officer Anil Tuteja of misusing anticipatory bail in the case. The agency also made claims about constitutional functionaries in Chhattisgarh influencing judicial outcomes in the money laundering case related to the NAN scam. The alleged scam, involving the public distribution system, came to light when unaccounted cash and substandard food samples were seized during a raid on NAN offices in 2015. Tuteja and Shukla, officials linked to NAN, are key figures in the case.
In a tragic incident in Yajur district, 4 individuals, including 3 women, lost their lives in a collision between their car and a government bus at Shahapur. The accident occurred on National Highway 150A near Madaraki. The victims, all residents of Varkanahalli village in Yajur Taluk, were fatally injured in the crash. Police are conducting an investigation into the incident. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the deceased during this difficult time.
In a recent development, security forces in the Chatru forest area of Jammu and Kashmir's Kishtwar district have neutralized a terrorist during an encounter. This operation was carried out based on specific intelligence with the joint efforts of the Army's Jammu-based White Knight Corps and the Jammu and Kashmir Police. Despite facing challenging terrains and adverse weather conditions, the soldiers are relentlessly conducting operations. This comes amidst a massive ongoing operation against terrorists who infiltrated into the Kathua district from across the international border. Earlier last month, 4 police personnel were martyred during an encounter where 2 terrorists were also neutralized in Kathua. Kathua has become a significant infiltrating route for Pakistan-based terrorists to reach various districts like Udhampur, Doda, Kishtwar, and Kashmir.
In a major development, the U.S. has decided to suspend additional tariffs on India for a period of 90 days until July 9th this year. This decision comes after U.S. President Donald Trump imposed universal duties on several countries, including India, to address trade deficit issues. The move could have impacted various sectors from shrimp to steel. However, the recent announcement provides a temporary relief to Indian exporters as it opens up a crucial window for discussions on a proposed bilateral trade agreement between India and America. The suspension does not apply to China. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal assured exporters that efforts are underway to find the right balance in the trade agreement, aiming to boost trade to $500 billion by 2023. This step is seen as a positive move in the midst of global economic uncertainties.
In a thrilling match at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, Delhi Capitals emerged victorious against Royal Challengers Bengaluru in the IPL clash. Despite RCB setting a target of 164, DC secured a 6-wicket win with the brilliant performance of KL Rahul, who smashed an unbeaten 93 off 53 balls. Rahul's spectacular innings guided DC to their 4th consecutive win, leaving fans in awe. His aggressive display, including hitting 2 sixes and a boundary towards the end, showcased his dominance on the familiar grounds of Bengaluru. Rahul's strategic approach, honed from his experience behind the stumps, proved vital in the chase. With Tristan Stubbs' contribution and a disciplined spell from Bhuvneshwar Kumar, DC overcame RCB's challenge. The match was a display of exceptional cricketing skills and a homecoming celebration for Rahul in Bengaluru.
In the latest developments from Chikamagaluru, it has been revealed that the Chief Minister's financial advisor, Basavaraja Raya Reddy, has admitted that the state government is plagued with corruption, labeling it as the #1 in the state. These assertions were made by the BJP state president, B.Y. Vijayendra, during a press conference. Allegations were also made against the chief minister for utilizing caste census as a means to cling to power, with Vijayendra accusing the government of being embroiled in a staggering 80% corruption. Stay tuned to Mangalore today for more updates on this ongoing political turmoil.
Mangalore. Today, the Karnataka Congress, under the leadership of D.K. Shivakumar, will hold a protest against the union government's price rise policies on April 17th. Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar, along with Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and AICC General Secretary Randeep Singh Surjewala, will participate in the protest. Taking a dig at the BJP, Shivakumar called for the party's state unit to redirect its Janakrosha march towards the central government. Highlighting the price disparities from the UPA regime to now, Shivakumar emphasized how gold prices have surged from Rs 28,000 to Rs 92,000, and the cost of daily items like mobile phones and TVs has significantly increased. He also defended the recent Rs. 4 per liter rise in milk prices, stating that Karnataka's milk prices remain lower compared to other states like Kerala and Maharashtra. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story.
In a major development, Pakistani-Canadian Tahawur Hussain Rana has been extradited to India to face justice for his involvement in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks. The U.S., a longtime supporter of India's efforts in this case, handed over Rana to Indian authorities. This extradition marks a critical step towards seeking justice for the victims of the heinous attacks that shook the world, including 6 Americans among the 166 lives lost. Rana's last-ditch attempt to avoid extradition failed after the U.S. Supreme Court denied his application. Rana, associated with terrorist David Coleman Headley, faces charges for his role in the Mumbai attacks. His return to India comes after a team from the NIA completed all legal formalities in the U.S. This significant development underscores the ongoing collaboration between the U.S. and India in combating global terrorism.
Thank you for spending your evening with us. For extended coverage and further news, MangaloreToday.com is just a click away. Subscribing to our channel means you're always in the loop. We appreciate your support. Until next time.